Well, I gotta say, it's looking pretty decent. Not quite there yet, but we're getting there. Hey folks, how you doing out there today? I'm going along pretty good. Figured I'd do another little video showing kind of the build process on the new Outback Heavy Hauling Map that I'm working on. That's going to be a region with the first one when I'm all said and done with. Now what we're doing on this video is we're going to do some dirt shading along the cliffs that we made in the last one. And this is going to really help sell the look. Everything wouldn't be covered in grass, so what we're really focusing on here is trying to add dirt into hills that are too steep to hold grass. Some of the water trenches, and you'll notice a lot of it ends up kind of flowing down the hill. I think it's pretty important to keep that erosion looking fairly natural. So you'll just, you're going to see the process of next phase after shaping it. And what's going to happen after this is once I'm done painting the dirt, I will go back through and I'm going to fine tune some of the shaping and follow the dirt lines that I've put down. And really it's just a process that you work through. And this is what works for me. I'm sure there's many modders that do it differently, but I've just found this gives me the most realistic look, the quickest way to do it, and I can really trust the work that I'm doing on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through the next section so you can see the process, but you don't have to sit there. It's probably about 15 minutes worth of time I've sped up. And then we're going to look at adding a few of the trees, few of the bushes and so on, and basically I'll give you a better look. You saw a little snippet at the start of the video, but you can see the more or less finished product, which realistically there's still a ton of little things to do around an area like that, putting in twigs and branches and little dirt chunks and small rocks, and there's a lot that goes on that you may not notice when you're driving around, but you notice when it's not there. It doesn't look totally realistic. So anyways, we'll fast forward through and then probably slow it back down here in just a little bit when we are going to be adding some of the trees and bushes, and then we'll get a good look at it in game at the end of the video. Alright, we are done with the shading on that small area, and you can see just how much time it takes when you go for this kind of texture shading. This is a really small area, and that was probably 15-20 minutes, so just a lot of work that goes into the process. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add in a bunch of the trees, and what you're going to see is everything's going to go on the grassy areas. The dirt is either too steep or washed out, so you're not going to have a lot of big plants in it, although maybe up to the edge of it. And then once we're done that, we're going to go ahead and add in a bunch of bushes around that are going to kind of fill in a little bit of the area. There's going to be a lot of smaller scrub on this map, like small bushes, and that just kind of goes with the terrain. And then when we're all done that, we can have a little better look at the in-game finished product at this point. Alright, well, we have the finished product here, and I use finished product loosely because, like I said, there's still quite a bit more work to do, but you can see generally roughed in. I could probably release this and I don't think anyone would be too upset, but I'm definitely not finished with it. We're just doing a real quick free cam view, and then we're going to take a truck for a rip up the road and really see what it looks like in game and give you all really a good look at the difference between the two programs that you use to make the maps. And as you can see, the editor is significantly different, but once you get used to the look between the two, it really becomes pretty easy. Just takes experience. That's really all it is. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this. I don't mind throwing these together. I could have hours and hours of filming or recording when I'm building maps, so it's really up to if anyone has interest in watching it. Thanks a lot. Have a good one.